I can't remember the name of the other lion god, but it literally means two lions and gate. So it's like this lion's gate. It's guarding a gate. But this is one of the oldest names for it. So if it was indeed a lion and it's facing due east, and we know that things like precessional cycles, precessional numerology is deeply embedded in many, many cultures all around the world. This is one of the other key bits of context that seems to point to a consolidated origin point for knowledge and data of the cosmos and of geodetic data. But knowledge of the precession of the equinoxes is one of those, which is basically you mark this by what constellation is behind the rising sun on the vernal equinox facing east. So as we look east today, it's somewhere between the constellation of Pisces and Aquarius. And it's a cycle that denotes or is due to the Earth's wobble. All right, so we have at least three motions of the planet. We have the rotation of the Earth, so 24-hour cycle. We have the orbit of the Earth around the sun, 365 and a quarter days. And then you have the precessional wobble. There's a couple more actually, and that is basically the Earth as it spins does this. It describes this little its axis. It describes a circle in space which changes the constellation. And it's a cycle that takes around 26,000 years. 25,920 is the typical description for it. And what that means is the backdrop of stars, as we're looking. At any time is slowly changing. It changes only 1 degree every 72 years. So if you're looking at the horizon, like the width of your thumb over 72 years, basically the relative to the sun, the constellations behind the sun shift. So today it's Pisces, and we're moving into the age of Aquarius. And before Pisces was the age of Aries, and before Aries was the age of Taurus. And you go back far enough to get to Leo, the lion, which is another, the symbology and certainly the dynastic Egyptians as well as many others had very similar constellations and names for all of these constellations that we do. So I think there's a good indication that the Sphinx could be essentially a precessional marker talking about a specific time, which in our current cycle would have been, I think, around 10,000 something BC, but you could potentially add a whole cycle onto that. To go back another nearly 26,000 years, which is an interesting possibility.
Yeah,
well,
it's